one of TYR SoCal is already underway, but the TYR Cup is going to be kicking off in just a couple of hours. We first want to thank our friends at Box Basics for supporting all of our coverage this weekend and also going to help support you.
Yes, from now until September 28th, you go to shopboxbasics.com, use the code TEF, you'll get 20% off everything in store. Time for you to stock up on some new kicks, get ready for the fall season, maybe get some new colors. That goes from now till September 28th. Again, shopboxbasics.com, use the code TEF. And it is day one here at TYR SoCal. And even though the athletes in the TYR Cup haven't competed yet, they've been here for a few days and they've had the opportunity to meet, get into the gym together, and start to work on strategy and game plan for the rest of the day.
You're a confident woman. You call your shots when they're there, and you do speak your mind, and we all appreciate it. When you think of the end of the weekend, what like the final score is of the amount of workouts Team North America wins versus World, what does that spread look like?
I think like 8-3. There's like 11 workouts. I think we win like 8 of them versus like 3. Only ones that I don't think we'll take is like the weightlifting one. And then other than that, only like the other 2 or 3 are just like, we don't know. Like it's unpredictable. But it's not like we haven't counted ourselves out of those. It's just a more unpredictable. The other ones were like, yeah, like I'm pretty confident in my team.
Are there costumes?
You have to wait and see. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, that means yes.
But
who's orchestrating that?
Look, can't say anything about it.
Oh, come on. Give the people what they want. Just a little teaser.
Maybe one day. We'll see. Not yet. I think there'll be some events where we'll win easily, I hope. And there's going to be some where I don't think we can take them out. So I think it's going to come down to the whole weekend. And if we can get off to a good start tomorrow, we'll be in good shape. But
how many wins will you end day one with?
2 for sure.
Okay.
2 for sure. We're looking for the sweep tomorrow, though. That's the plan. If we can end the first day with a sweep, I think I like our chances.
Well, we're actually going to play a few different variations, see what we really like, and just make sure that like everyone that's stepping out on the competition floor is feeling really confident and is able to execute at the best of their ability. If there's any uncertainty, then we change it up and make sure that everyone's feeling comfortable so that they can actually go out there and do what they're best at.
Can you give us any insight as to who's going to do what workouts?
Unfortunately not. My mouth is sealed. I never let my secrets out, and you'll just have to find out.
It's a bunch of different characters from around the world coming together in this soup. And that soup tastes great. We definitely have something in our back pockets. We might bring it out on Sunday evening. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but yeah, we'll definitely bring the heat over the weekend, and I think people have maybe judged us at this point. Honestly, if you look,
people judged you?
No, they haven't judged us, but I feel like a lot of people have made up their minds in terms of, yeah, Team America is going to run away with it. But we'll see.
Athletes are now taking the floor for event 1, 3 on tap for tonight. Tommy, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah, the first ever TYR Cup is about to go down. Team North America versus Team World. The athletes are coming on the floor as we speak, so let's watch some action.
Let's go. Event 1 started the night putting some synchro work to the test and getting upside down on the handstand walk obstacle course. Team World with an early lead, going unbroken on the chest to bar, while Team North America breaks the reps in half. World carries the lead through the handstand walk ramp, synchro kettlebell deadlifts, and flies through the 24 and 18 echo bike calories. But just as their last athlete finishes the bike, all 4 North America athletes also get through the bike. Both teams then move to the kettlebell deadlifts at the exact same time in what looks like an 8-person synchro movement. At this point, it was clear that North America's patience in their pace was going to pay off as they pull ahead on the handstand walk ramp and never lose the lead. After round 2, they gained a 40-second lead, and after round 3, a 90-second lead. To finish round 4, it was all smooth sailing for Team North America to earn their first event win.
Justin, I heard you chirping BK just now. What were you saying?
I was saying he looks a little bit tired. I mean, me and him are the athletes that are going back to back right now, so it's kind of up to us to not be the weakest link on our team. And gonna have to bury myself in this next one to be ready for it. So it'll be good.
There was no time to rest for the women though, because they were up first in event 2 as the floor quickly reset and the worms came out. Team North America looked to capitalize on the momentum from event 1 and came off the wall walks ahead of Team World, but their lead would be short-lived thanks to some mishaps on the worm that led to some penalty burpees. It opened the door for the trio of women from Team World, and TYR Tommy Marquez, Emma Tall, and Seher Kaya looked impeccable on the worm complex, pulling into the lead going into the round of 18 wall walks. The rest was just a formality as they cruised to a victory, earning the world team their first point and swiftly ending any chatter of an early sweep.
I think we just had split times on the wall walk. We split it how we felt comfortable to not get too fatigued in our shoulders. And then when we saw the lead, we were like, okay, we don't need to risk anything, you know. But I think the key here was the worm. We were really we practiced it many times in training, and even without the worm, just visualizing in our head. So I think that was the key today.
Yeah, and just smooth is fast. But I mean, we didn't pay so much out of the other team. We had a strategy from the beginning, and we pretty much followed the strategy exactly.
The North America team would answer right back though, as the beef triangle of Jeff Adler, Dallin Pepper, and Justin Medeiros came out hot and nearly lapped the world team by the time they got back to the wall for their second round of wall walks. The world team made a last-minute change, swapping out BKG for Guy Mayeros, and they just never really found their rhythm. With a win already in hand, the North America team decided to keep their foot on the gas pedal and make a statement with a blowout victory to pull ahead 2 points to 1.
We finished. I didn't realize how much faster we got to the worm. And once we were 2 rounds in, we did our third one, finished the wall walks, and we're back to the first worm section of the second round. And we're looking around, and it's like, all these guys came out here to watch a show, and we're not gonna let this be boring. So we stuck it to them, and we wanted to make sure they knew that we aren't here to play, and that we can give the crowd something to watch.
So it's a flip, for a coin flip for who goes first. But you decide if you wanna, it's like a football kick. You decide if you wanna snatch first, but the team that snatches first will clean and jerk second. So if you snatch first, the other team gets to see your lift and try to one-up you, but the advantage reverses in the second half, right?
Yep.
So the question is, do you want the last lift of the night to be Guy and Tia clean and jerking for the fans?
I've never seen it.
Because if I win the coin toss, we can make that happen. Or I can snatch first so that we clean and jerk second, so we make them do an extra lift. Because if they lift last, they could choose not to do their last lift. Tia and Guy have just done 2 workouts back to back, and they probably don't want to do an extra 90+% lift. But I want them to. So strategically, you probably do that, and you make them lift more and have to do an extra lift, and then we can choose to not lift at the end again and save our guys.
And saving the biggest hype for last, an Olympic lifting total. 2 men and 2 women, with most people betting on Team World as they have lifting extraordinaire Guy Mayeros and TYR Tommy. But Team North America was not going down without a fight. Guy putting up an easy 305 snatch in style, holding the bar up for a little longer than I think anyone would feel comfortable holding that weight overhead. Jeff Adler also putting up some big numbers with a finishing snatch of 280. Tia doing Tia things, hitting 200 for her final lift, but the bigger surprise was Ariel Lowen also throwing up a 200-pound snatch for a 9-pound lifetime PR. Moving to the clean and jerks, once again, Guy giving the people what they want with a 380-pound lift and roaring cheers. Adler with a respectable 360 and Tia at 255. But once again, Ariel Lowen feeling that Friday night lifting magic, lifting just 5 pounds under Tia, making it a 20-pound lifetime PR at 250 pounds.
I actually only ever put 231 over my head on a clean and jerk, so I guess 19-pound PR on the clean and jerk. But I have no need to max out in my home gym with no crowd hyping me up. So it was really fun to I've been doing a lot of strength cycles, but I haven't tested my strength. And it was really fun. I didn't want to do the max lift, but I'm glad they put me in because I got to just prove myself that I'm awesome. that I've been working hard.
What a way to end day one of competition. Under the lights, heavy lifts, and several PRs that we saw from some of those athletes.
I mean, and even better yet, for the competition's sake, it's 2-2. It's all square heading into Saturday. You know, some people were talking maybe North America runs away with it, but the world took care of business. It's all square. Clean slate going into the weekend.
We start competition back up tomorrow morning. They'll have one event starting at 10 a.m. and then close the night under the lights again. We'll see you guys back here for day 2.